When I was born, I got stuck inside my mum's belly, and they had to dislocate my left arm getting me out. After that, my left arm didn't work like it was supposed to. My nerves got tangled. They called it Erb's palsy. I couldn't lift anything heavy. I struggled to play ball games, like basketball or netball. If I tried, and I did try, pain would surge through my arm and my body. Sometimes it would hurt so much I just wanted to give up. My arm's useless. I'm useless. I wanted to be like all the other kids, but I couldn't. I was always having operations to undo what happened to my left arm. I was in hospitals a lot. We called one of the hospitals Timbuktu. I was too young to understand the real name of the hospital, and I think my mum was getting fed up with me asking where I was and what was happening to me. The operations lasted until I was 4. Some parts I do remember, but much of that time is a blur. I guess because I do not want to remember. I could picture the room, mostly white, with gaping windows from the floors to the ceiling, and the big door with their iron handles. I was always put to sleep during my operations. When I imagine the surgeon cutting into me, I see a toy maker repairing a broken doll, trying again and again to fix her cogs and springs. We were on the way to Timbuktu for another operation when it happened, when I lost Mr. Leopard. Mr. Leopard is a small stuffed teddy bear Mum gave me just after I was born. Mr. Leopard and I were inseparable. Mum couldn't hold my hand during my operations, but Mr. Leopard was always right beside me, my guardian. So we just got off the train at London Victoria, and we only had a few minutes to get to the hospital, so the chase was on, people buzzing past us like racing cars. I don't know what it was, sweeties, donuts, chocolate, but suddenly I became aware of this delicious smell, and I couldn't concentrate on anything else. I didn't even realise I dropped Mr. Leopard until I turned to see him slipping into the abyss between the platform and the train. I ran towards the edge of the platform, but it was too late. It was so dark down there, I couldn't see him. I began to cry and point, jabbing my finger at the gap, sobbing, and then my mum was crying too, because now we were going to miss my operation. Suddenly, a man ran past in a blur. In the next moment, he was holding his hand out to me, Mr. Leopard, curled safe on his palm. We thanked the stranger over and over, and then we ran as fast as we could to the hospital. Later, the doctors put a plaster cast on Mr. Leopard's leg. Now both of us were a bit damaged. Nowadays, Mr. Leopard's looking a bit careworn. When he fell between the train and the platform, his face got damaged. His eyes, nose and mouth are lopsided. He's lost his whiskers and his ears flop. He smells a little musky too, but I don't care. All these years, Mr. Leopard still sits beside me when I sleep. When I think about my disability, I can honestly say it does not bother me. I don't look at other people and feel inadequate or different. If I fail at something, if I struggle, I just need to pick myself up and get on with it. It's like Mr. Leopard. His scars are part of why I love him, just like my scars are a part of me.